Slashers and Scream Queens, and welcome back to the Horror Daddies Podcast.
A podcast where we talk about horror movies.
And the daddies in them.
And before we start everything, guys, go give it a like and subscribe right this instance. 10K likes in an hour, and I'll share my secret page.
Oh. You know what, guys? I have a proposition for you. As you noticed this week, I'm actually wearing socks because these feet aren't for free. You want more skin? Buy our merch. The more merch you buy, the more skin I'll show.
I'll try to cover the screen completely. Hey, Slashers and Scream Queens. How you guys doing today?
Hi guys, welcome back. With our energy, we watched Deadstream.
Deadstream, baby.
You know Deadstream. YouTuber.
Yeah, I saw. Was it Wrath of Sean?
Wrath of Sean.
Yeah, like a movie in Shudder. Obviously, came out 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's kind of fire.
It is. It
Pretty
is
fire.
It is.
I watched this originally, and I have no recollection of it. I
that.
must have been tired or
Maybe.
something, because I gave it a 3, and I was like, "Damn, that sounds pretty low."
I know. I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn," but I liked it. I thought this movie was pretty fun.
It's a
really fun.
It's a really fun movie. When I first watched it, it really, really surprised me. It's actually directed by a wife and a husband.
Okay,
which is
I
him.
see.
You know,
It's him.
He's the husband.
Gotcha.
But it's Joseph and Vanessa Winter. They're both director and writer of this movie, which I love that for them.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's so romantic.
I'm glad you guys can work together.
Right.
Not a lot of people can do that.
No, that's true. But the tagline for this movie,
Okay.
which I love, is "He's dying for followers."
Okay. I like that.
It's
I like
clever.
that. That's pretty good.
And then okay. So our synopsis or plot of the movie is: a disgraced internet personality attempts to win back his followers by live streaming one night alone in a haunted house. But when he accidentally pisses off a vengeful spirit, his comeback event becomes a real-time fight for his life.
Ooh, that sounds a little tough.
Love it.
My man is in a predicament.
Yes.
There's a small cast in this one, obviously. We do have our main character, Sean, Joseph Winter. We have Melanie Stone as Chrissy. Chrissy, wake up.
Oh, I love her.
I don't like this. Also / Mildred. Shh. Shh, don't tell anybody. And then obviously we have Jason K. Wixom as Cornerman Cop Course, which, if that was the cop, man, they put makeup on him and he looked Corner Man. Corner.
The corner man is the one that stabs him with the spear.
Oh, that one. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's basically our main protagonist, like the people that we basically follow.
Yeah.
And before we start the movie,
Yeah.
should we talk about our demons?
Oh yeah.
Do you have any demons?
It's for me. It's more of a therapy session. But I pretty much.
That's okay.
Okay, I pretty much fought myself.
Let me get serious.
Okay, thank you. I pretty much. I feel like I'm fighting myself. So I've been working out.
Yeah, I know. My alerts get active. I'm like, man, he's walking.
Yeah, because he's my other half. And basically, I don't know. The other day, I was like having one of those days where I'm like, I really want to keep doing this.
I feel you.
Like it's getting hard. Like it felt like it's getting hard. And I'm like, is this worth it? But I will say,
I gotta put my thing down, flip it, and reverse.
Yes, and I told myself you're gonna finish it.
Yeah.
Even though you were crying on the inside and your body was, my body was like, my pasito, go to sleep.
Yeah, I feel that.
But nothing. I finished it, and I just got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've been feeling better.
No, that's
lately.
That's
and
very
my mood
good.
has been better too. I don't know if you've noticed.
No, I've noticed.
Okay.
And you also went on a little vacation, for a couple of days, but it's something, It's always important to basically treat yourself, but not monetarily, not with money.
Right.
Your health.
Also, guys, I found the popcorn buckets.
We fucking did he did the side quest. He got it.
I caught him.
Cinemark, right? Sponsor us.
Cinemark, thank you. Even though one person there tried my life.
Carlos almost fought an old lady.
And then I also got one from Regal. So,
dude, that's awesome. You'll see it for next week's episode.
I got my tickets too, and I'm so excited.
So excited
on the IMAX screen.
The trailers, we've seen enough. I don't want to see anymore.
I saw the second final trailer, which came out like a month or two before the movie.
Yeah.
And that's right. In the TV spots, I'm like this.
I only seen whatever is in the theater right now.
Right.
Like that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
only
right.
one I've seen.
Right. I cover my face for the TV spots.
That's so good. But no, I'm really proud of you. You know, it is great to have, not have like a schedule, but like just kind of prioritizing those little things. And even if you don't want to do it, like as long as you don't have to do it for the same time, you can do it for a little shorter if you don't feeling well. But like as long as you start it, that's it. That's all that matters. You started it.
I'm starting to feel the difference, and it's making me feel better.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, one day it's gonna be dangerous for everyone out there.
Oh, wait till the OF starts.
when I see that link show up on your on your Instagram, I'll be like, oh shit.
You know I'm gonna disappear from the face of the earth after that one.
That'll be so fucking funny.
All right, what about you?
God damn. So this was a demon I fought.
Okay.
So I think the last couple of weeks I've said I've had a good couple, good week. I think it all accumulated to this, and like it's not like I was pissed off, nothing like that. I was scarred, traumatized because I went to work early, and usually there's like nobody there at all, and I went in. I needed to use the bathroom, so I immediately went into the bathroom. And we have like these people coming in to like deliver like whatever we have to do for the day. And man, all I see, I open the door. There's a man urinating in the bathroom in the urinal.
Mm-hmm.
This man was with his underwear and his pants down his fucking ankles, deep in his ankles, butt cheeks completely out. And this man got the balls to just go. This man goes, hey, what's up? Hey. What the fuck? And I literally felt like I was like frozen for a second. Like I didn't know if to go in the bathroom or leave. But I really had to use it. And I went, and he just went and continued pissing.
First of all, no grown man should pee like that unless you're home. I guess.
He's like a child, like that's there with his family, and like he doesn't know the proper etiquette. Like,
second, when I worked at the airport, it felt like it was a normal thing.
Exactly.
And I think it's a foreigner thing.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I think he had like some accent, but like I was too distraught.
Because at the airport, I felt like I saw it every day.
That's
mind you, when I worked at the airport, obviously there's people coming in and out from everywhere. So I don't know, but I find it crazy when people still do it like that.
It's just,
especially when we have pants designed for our pee to come out like our anaconda don't.
Like look, we got privileges of like we got a hold that if you want to do it that way, we can also just slightly do it. Mm-hmm. It's just.
It's like he was waiting like somebody gonna come here and give it to me. You know what I'm saying?
And I had to walk past him. Like I had to walk past him to use the stall. So like I'm just getting closer. I felt like Sean in this movie, like I was fighting a demon for real. And like at that moment I remember I was like, I need some help from this company now. Like I'm scarred. Like that was so scary. I just was not expecting it. It was just me and him. That was it. That was too much.
That was just.
I couldn't. I made eye contact. That was too late. Once you make eye contact, it's too late.
You pulled the Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura.
Oh yeah.
In the stall.
Yeah. I should have just maintained eye contact and just been like
and winged.
No, been like, ugh.
Oh,
so fucking disgusting.
Put
your pants up, young man.
Daddy, chill.
Maybe he liked that.
Maybe he wants people to see his butt.
Maybe he just didn't think anybody would be there early, and he probably felt really comfortable.
No one's ever there early.
Like my thing is, do that in the stall at least.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah, like if that's how you, I don't know. I don't want to denigrate anybody that does that, but don't do that. I don't know what to tell you.
It's just weird to see.
Because you don't do that in a public. Like if it's full, you're just gonna pull your pants down.
Grown men do it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But that was my demon. That's basically the demon I fought. I don't think I have another one. I write them down sometimes.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, because like sometimes I forget when I'm here. Yeah, that's it. That's the only demon I fought.
Okay.
So other than that, great week.
Yeah.
Didn't do
Same.
nothing but work.
I
That's
just been
it.
watching Love Island.
Ooh, we
Which
saw a little bit.
Yeah, talk
I
about
was already
Josh.
hating motherfuckers in that show.
I know. You should watch the whole thing.
I should.
Because I wasn't one to watch it either, but then I was like, you know what? Let me sit down. It's getting interesting.
Yeah, well, I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, we should watch Love Island because we do watch 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, and we get so upset with these people that we're like, we
Yeah.
need to watch something else.
I feel like I need to just go on a reality show and see how people see me.
You just have to be a personality.
I am.
Like, you have to, like, no, grab your personality times a million.
I can do it.
But you want to fight. That's a problem.
I know.
That's the thing. You can't go there. You're going to get eliminated.
But
But that means as a teaser, it's like, we really like that Carlos fella. We need more of him. And then they bring you back for the other episode because maybe you had a hatred.
look at my
Your icon?
my reality TV icon, Miss New York.
Dude, you would definitely be like a New York. I can totally see that. What if you meet her and then you don't like her?
I met her I met her once.
Really?
Yeah, at a
Oh,
gay club.
shit.
It was really quick though.
Yeah, probably like it's so busy probably and like a club.
I've met a bad girl before too once at a gay club as well.
This is his role models, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
But Deadstream,
Yes, so we're going down to Deadstream, baby.
which I absolutely love this movie. This movie is definitely up there for my 22 releases, and even in the 20s now, I guess.
Okay.
I just love the mixture of the comedy and the horror in this movie. I'm not trying to say my review now because it's but
I feel you.
This movie to me is just fucking perfect, and it's also I found footage. So like,
It already has that creepy element of found footage,
mhm.
but it's like GoPro and POVs and shit, and it's
Yeah.
like it makes it so much creepier. It's already a creepy setting,
Mhm.
and honestly, I love the inspiration obviously to Evil Dead. Like I think, obviously as an Evil Dead fan, like I love like so many homages to it.
There's
The
even
character-
a direct Easter egg with the Ouija board.
Yeah, like the
Mhm.
Ouija board says Nikto Verata or Klatu Verata Nikto.
Mhm.
So it's like obviously that's a on purpose thing. The demons are basically deadites. They like talk shit back to him.
kind of like Ash.
Yeah, so it's like
Mhm.
very, very heavily inspired by it. And like they do such a good job. And even not only just the movie itself, like the YouTuber aspect of everything felt real.
Joseph kills it.
Yeah,
I
I was
don't know
like,
if he
is
was
he
a
a real
YouTube-
YouTuber?
I don't know if he was before.
But he did
but
great.
He did his homework and he was believable to the point where when I first saw this movie, it was probably it was a Saturday night, I remember, and I was like, I'm just gonna put something on. It was in December and this came out in October, and I was like, let me watch because this has been on my list,
Yeah.
and I had no idea what the fuck it was about, and I put it on, and I'm gonna be honest, like the first 5 minutes, the whole YouTube stuff that's happening,
Yeah.
you know, let's just
Like, is
kind
it?
of jump into
We'll,
the
we'll
movie
jump
now.
into it. Yeah.
The YouTube stuff that's kind of happening, how he's trying to introducing himself.
Mm-hmm.
My partner was like, "Are you watching just YouTube videos today?" And I was like,
He's like, what the
No,
fuck
no,
kind of
it-
YouTube
"It's
video?
a movie. It's a movie, like a found footage movie." And at first, I was like, "This is kind of fucking stupid. Like, what am I?"
Yeah, because that's like the content
he's
is
making-
dumb.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's doing it, but then when the movie gets into like the things, it's like this movie's really fucking awesome.
It's
Mhm.
ridiculous how fun it gets. And you know, talking about the YouTube aspect, we've seen so many movies like try to do that. Like we did Escape Room where it's like
Mhm.
this YouTubers go into, and it's like always comes out so cheesy.
Wait, Escape Room?
Was it Escape Room?
No.
Yeah, the one that was like Logan Paul. Oh, No Escape.
No Escape.
No Escape,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one. But they go to the escape room and
Mhm.
they're like they show his history with YouTube, and it's like so like on, not on the nose, but it doesn't feel real. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like he would post this on YouTube.
Mhm.
But
and there's a couple that came out after this that I watched and I'm like,
it just doesn't hit.
they don't hit the same.
It feels like it's acting.
Mm-hmm.
This one feels legit. Like and it reminds me of YouTube videos I've seen when I was younger. Like
Mhm.
I was gonna say, like, if Joseph Winters ever watches this,
If you watch this, sir, oh my god, please come on.
Yeah, that'd
you
be so
seem
fun.
Amazing.
yeah, he seems like such a nice,
Mhm.
like funny person. But I was watching when he's talking in the like when he comes back from monetization or whatever. It reminded me of this old channel I used to watch called Indie Mogul, which it was like how to do like YouTube movie stuff but on a budget, and the music, the set design with like the ghost cutouts and stuff, just like that channel. And I'm like, that has to be heavily inspired by them. Like they were like a big deal, like because it was like, let's make all this horror makeup and stuff but on a budget. Like that was their whole thing. And so clever, so realistic. And the live streaming aspect with like it wasn't too like on the nose ridiculous. Like it was ridiculous but just enough. And so great, so great.
One of my favorite parts of this movie is his scream.
Cowardly Dog.
Cowardly Dog. But his screams are so like they're so over the top, but they're so funny. And that's the thing, when this movie scares you, he does something and it makes you then laugh.
Exactly. It's like it punches you and then you laugh at the same time.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, I feel better.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be honest, watching this alone, I would be freaking the fuck out because it's the atmosphere is there.
And already it's already inherently creepy. Like with the fucking angles that it leads to like darkness and you're like, fuck, something's going to pop up.
Yeah. But also watching it with people is just so fun.
Yeah. My girlfriend is very like, no, I don't want to watch this type of movie. Yep. And and she would get scared but then laugh because she's like, this guy's so fucking stupid, or like he's so ridiculous. And it's like, I love that it does that. It literally scares you and makes you laugh almost at the same time. And it's so great.
It's amazing. So what he is doing is that he is now back in the streaming era, his streaming era again.
Yeah, and Livid.
And he's gonna do a night stream at a manor, a haunted house. And he has to stay there the whole night. If not, he doesn't get his sponsorship.
Yeah, of course. Because he's been canceled, basically. He did like a lot of pranks. And
it seems that one went too far with a homeless man.
So I think, we get kind of clues throughout the movie until the very end. He basically
starts apologizing
for it. But it's like mostly like, he's very like the insensitive YouTuber, like, it reminds me of old YouTube where everyone just did kind of just anything, but then they were like legitimately doing blackface, and it's like everyone thought that was funny, and then you kind of realize that's fucked up. And it's like now he kind of did all that stuff like racial insensitivity, so he was racist at some point. He did something really fucked up to a homeless person. So and now he's kind of paying that.
And he's even shown us some of the pranks in the very beginning of what I guess his YouTube is more of like, I will face my fears and for the views.
Yeah, and he like hates cops, so he was like throwing eggs at them and stuff.
Which, now that I say that, facing fears, would you do something for sharks for the views? Like even like Shark Cage.
Oh fuck! You see, a Shark Cage is like one of my fears. I would do like a VR thing. Okay. That's like because they have a game where it's like a shark cage. Yeah. I would do that for the show. I would be fucking traumatized. But like, if a sponsor came up was like, hey, look, I'll give you guys some money, but you gotta be like,
what's your price?
My price? I don't know. That's a hard one. If I have to be there for a long time, it has to be in the thousands. Okay. If I have to be there by myself too, like if it's just me. Definitely more than it, probably almost double digits, I'd say. Okay. Like thousands. Because I'm not doing that by myself. But if I'm with you, like us two, I feel more comfortable.
Oh, bitch, I'll be scared, don't worry.
Exactly, because I'm like, we're both freaking out. Yeah. So then that price can get lowered if anything. But man, that's hard. That's a really hard one. What would be like yours then? Like what would be the thing that you would have to face? Like be in a haunted house by yourself.
Well, I guess if you want haunted, if you know, if it goes, which I to believe, but like I don't know, like but if I'm by myself in a house like that, isolated, no, I wouldn't do it.
That house, like it doesn't look pretty at all.
I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yeah,
I would stay in the closet like he did at one point.
I just imagine you screaming.
Yeah, that or anything with like spiders.
Oh, what about the tank? Have you seen those tanks like that they put your head? Yeah,
with
and
the bugs
with a bunch of spiders, like big ass spiders, not like little like daddy long legs.
You have to pay me.
Yeah. Like the sponsor would be like, we'll give you $5,000. Okay. You get there, you have to last 10 minutes while we dump a bunch of spiders in there. Yep.
10 minutes, and I can't freak out either, which is like, oh, they might.
You can't just
bite
back
you.
away. Oh yeah, that's true. You can't do that. That's very true. That's hard.
I think I can do it, but not for $5.
Like
Give me,
tarantulas.
oh, Jesus.
Like hairy spiders, so that way you feel it like on your body, on your
See,
face.
the thing is that I would do it for the content, which is fucking crazy to say because that's
I
what
know.
these people are doing.
Yeah,
on
that's true.
YouTube,
But at least that like doesn't harm anybody.
but if it's for like, okay, maybe okay, I will say this: if I'm getting paid for it, sure. Also, I would donate the money to like or
to like a
proceeds
charity.
but animal based,
Okay, I can see that.
not for fuck,
'Cause,
the
yeah,
fuck humans, but like animal based.
I can see that being like a very like it could be considered animal cruelty or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can understand that. Okay.
So like a shelter or something.
Okay. All proceeds? I'm just messing with you. You're like, well,
80-20.
I'll take a little thing for myself. No,
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
If you're putting me in a tank with spiders, at least pay me something.
that's funny. But okay, I can see we can make that happen. I feel like we could probably put your head on a tank.
Someone make it happen.
Shit. But basically, I love that he comes back as I'm monetized again.
Yeah.
But I don't care about the money, and he's like plugging his merch everywhere.
Yep.
And he's just like, I don't care about that. Anyways, today's sponsor.
Yeah, it's like
an energy
drink
drink
or something. Yeah.
So good.
But he arrives at the house. He sets up a camera outside. He sets up cameras all over inside the house, especially in the three main rooms that seem to have the most paranormal activity, which is the master room or primary,
Yep.
the nursery, and the bathroom,
In the hallway.
and one in the hallway.
Yeah.
But he has a safe room in the house, which
Because apparently has no paranormal activity,
Yeah.
which we don't really see anything throughout that
no,
movie.
But we find out that the only
Why?
reason that was is because there's a slab.
slab.
That was a protection spell for that room, but he
And
breaks it.
He's not the smartest. Let's just say
No,
that.
he's not. And as this is happening, we're also getting, his little life comments and seeing him.
He always goes to like the chat in the live stream, and they're always like talking shit to him, or you're so dumb, why would you do that, or
His get up is so crazy because he's like covered like in poles, like his suit.
he has
But
like
it's
a body rig.
Yeah, but it's one POV out and then looking at him. I love when it's him.
I
The
know, 'cause-
POV of him, because his reactions and his screams are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, his face just has that YouTuber like the like the thumbnails, like the crazy thumbnails that we used to do,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like it's so good.
Yeah. So then he has a wheel. The wheel is called Wheel of Stupid Things to Do. Kind of like we have a wheel, but for movies.
Like the roulette of horror.
Yeah. Thank you. And it's stuff like seance, spirit board, EVP, it's stuff for him to
ghosts-
fucking trigger ghosts.
For
pretty
ghost
much.
hunting, basically.
Yeah.
And he does it one time, and it says seance, and I love that he's like, "Oh, come on, seance," and it's like so dumb.
Yeah.
And he goes into a room that apparently 5 children have
The
died.
nursery.
The nursery, yeah. And he finds like a doll.
Did you notice that he finds the clown doll the first time, and then later there's
There's
two,
two.
which I was
Mhm.
like, which
Hell
made
no.
sense with the child.
conjoined, yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a reference to Basket Case.
It has
If
to be.
there has to be one.
But yeah, he pees in a bucket because he doesn't have a bathroom. Oh, the tub is full of dark water.
It's like all nasty,
disgusting.
rusted water, whatever the fuck.
We do see a ghost in the hallway. And he doesn't believe it. He thinks someone photoshopped the ghost in until he sees the footage.
He says it, and I love his reaction. He's just, "Oh shit!" Like he is fucking shook.
Which, it's so funny. Like, it's someone literally walking. They're like, I don't know how they did it, but they edited it to look like
It
a
feels
ghost.
like they used it a green screen. Like he had a green screen suit on, and then they like overlaid him on top with like some effect, so he kind of shows up.
Yeah.
It felt, and he's just walking. He's kind of like strutting.
Yeah. So he has we forgot he does have a kit. His
Oh,
safe.
yeah.
I forgot what he called it, but it's a safety kit for him to protect him from ghosts.
I think his mom gave it to him or something.
Something. But the safety kit is pretty much a crucifix, a dagger, salt, a garlic, and holy water, and
Yeah.
a PB&J from his mom.
So sweet.
But the funny with this kit, it's like it's supposed to be for ghosts, but it's literally like a fucking vampire.
Literally
Slayer
vampire.
kit.
Literally.
It's like what ghost? Like come on, motherfucker.
And I do love that some of those things work, some of things don't.
Well, they work for a second.
For like a second.
Yeah.
So good.
Um.
But then there's basically a lot of back and forth with like him trying to just read with chat, see what's the mystery that's happening.
Yeah.
And he keeps hearing thump
Throughout the house,
through everything.
when he does break the slab, that's when Chrissy shows up.
Yeah,
Which
because
is very like, it's such a coincidence. That
It's
the
like-
minute he breaks it, she shows up.
yeah, and it's like this fangirl. She's like, "Oh my god, I love you. I'm
Yeah.
Quincy Cat, blah blah." And
Chrissy, which I didn't notice this, but I saw the feminist. She had one that said feminist.
feminist icon.
Yes, but she has another button apparently that I didn't notice, where it says "dead inside" on her jacket, which kind of hints you at her being a supernatural entity.
Oh, I can see that.
Mhm,
Okay. Oh,
mhm.
that's pretty fun.
I didn't notice that one. I saw the feminist icon one. But she shows up and she's pretty much telling him that she's a huge fan, that she just happened to find him,
Yeah.
and that she wants to help him do the ghost hunting, which is just the ghost gaslighting.
Of
which is
course,
really funny.
because it's a very common thing on like live streams where like people that do like they're called IRL live stream, like real life live streams, and they'll be walking around like they'll go to the mall and they'll have a camera in their live stream.
Right.
People will just show up like, oh hey, what's up? So it kind of feels like that. It's like a crazy fangirl.
So one of the movies that I watched that
Mhm.
came after this one did that, where like these random dudes showed up in their car and they're like, "Hey, since we knew where you were, we came to help." They come to help him. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's going through shit.
So it's kind of like the same
Yeah.
thing. She's like, oh yeah, I kind of figured because like the thing is that he never says specifically where he's at.
No.
He just talks about the history of the house. So he found it weird that like why did you show up? I never said anything about where I'm at.
Well, did he already had called the? He hasn't called the cops yet, right?
No, because he
It's
hasn't
later,
killed.
It's after her, right?
It's yeah.
Okay.
So
He
he
puts a camera on her.
he puts a camera on her.
Love that.
The chat is like, because she's like, oh, you're not invited here. They want me to do all these things, and everyone's like, nah, we love Chrissy.
Mm-hmm.
So they put the camera on her, and I love this little joke that he's like, sponsors, I know this is not in our agreement. She did it on her own. I'm not part of this, and I have me dying.
So she says to him, "Let's go to the primary bedroom."
Yep. And
Like-
then we can see like whatever's happening in
Mhm.
there. I'll help you out.
I do love that he has her like, "Hey, walk behind me," so he can look behind him.
That's
through the
pretty
iPad,
smart.
which is pretty smart. But I'm like, if I see something
You run back thinking it's in front of you.
that, or if I'm running and I see it through the pad, it's still behind me. I'm motivated to run faster.
That's true. You just keep looking down and you see
Yeah.
that motherfucker
It's like playing
running.
Dead by Daylight. You just have to keep switching the analog stick.
But that's assuming Chrissy's running backwards.
So they get to the primary room and they find a glory hole in the closet,
Mhm.
and the glory hole leads to stairs.
You suck dick.
Yep. It leads to stairs.
Barbarian.
Very. There's a cellar under there. They find a chest. In this chest, they find her journal and a chest, but no key.
Yeah.
A chest inside of a chest.
Which-
It's a small chest.
Yeah, it's like it's a chest and a chest and a chest.
It's the Russian doll chest.
And apparently he's reading through the journal and it's like a bunch of poems and he
Mhm.
hates them because they don't even rhyme.
Yeah.
And they're trying to do the wheel and it lands in between the EVP.
and spirit board.
Yeah, so he's kind of like fucking fine. Because she's like, we should do both at the same time.
Here he also says that the poems suck, and she's like, "No, they don't."
Yeah, she gets really defensive.
And that's when you're like,
You're not just quirky.
no. Right. So I love that he's like, "Oh, for the spirit board, you need candles," but he doesn't have candles, so
He
he
just
has
has
LED
LED
lights.
lights.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
And
And it's obviously the Ouija board. They call it the spirit board.
Mhm.
And then it does say Klaatu Verata Nikto on the very top.
yeah.
And they do it, but she says that she knows how to get the demons to move, to get agitated. And she's like, so just speak after me. And she starts speaking in Latin, which
Yeah.
every time you hear that shit, you know that
And
don't
she-
follow it.
And she gaslights him to think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
What-
She's
what
like, I don't
she
know the
said.
real translation, but it's basically like trying to like fend them off in a way.
Mhm, mhm,
So they do it. And as
mhm.
soon as she says like one extra thing, and the demons just start fucking moving around, and you hear shit running through the house. So fucking creepy.
So instead of him going, he sends her, and people are like, "Oh, really, dude? You're doing this again? Like,
He's like, what?
you're being sexist again?"
No, she's a feminist. She's an icon. Like, she did it because she wants to.
Yeah.
Go, girl. Go get it.
So he sends her, and she disappears. So he's looking for her, and he can't find
Yeah,
her.
she's like completely gone out of the house.
But then she pulls a Deborah. It just appears next to him.
Hell nah.
And he gets mad at her for scaring him. So
Of
he
course.
curses her out and tells her off and tells her to fucking leave.
Yep.
This the first time got me. Because I guess I wasn't catching on that she's weirdly being weird.
Yeah.
So when she bites him, I was like, oh,
You're like, oh
a
shit.
vampire.
It's actually a vampire. Yo, Mama was based with that.
Yeah. So she attacks him and he stabs her in the neck with a stake.
Mm-hmm. Like completely through. And this is when he runs. He's like, I have to call the cops.
Right.
And he goes to his laptop and just screams on his live stream, help, cops, help. I killed somebody.
You know what that reminded me of?
What?
Remember Scary Movie 1 when Cindy goes to call the cops in Scary Movie specific, not Scream. And she's calling the cops with the laptop or the computer and says white woman in trouble and they show up immediately.
Just they're instantly at the door.
Yeah.
But I love that he just goes to the live stream because he doesn't have his phone.
No.
He just goes to the live stream, screams.
Oh, we should set that up.
Yeah.
We did forget he doesn't have a phone.
He just has literally no connection to the outside world.
He removed the spark plugs from his car. That way he wouldn't be able to leave.
Because he needs this money.
Yeah. And he locked himself in the house and threw away the key.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's like literally isolated at this moment. And I just love that he just screams. It's just such a ridiculous thing.
But she's gone.
That her body disappeared.
And I love he goes looking for her and it sounds like she's in the nursery.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, I got the med kit. I'm going to just throw it right here if you need it.
With
I'm
the
leaving.
snake like through her neck.
Yeah. But we get her like, he hides in the closet. Because... Oh, we get her hanging from the.
Oh yeah,
the hallway.
We see like a lady.
As he's in the closet.
Yeah, hanging. So every time he looks at the camera that's on the hallway, he's seeing the ghost. Which, in my head, I was kind of like, aren't all the cameras just GoPros? Like he doesn't make it a point where he's like, this one's special. Like he doesn't say this one's a special one.
That's true. The one on his head doesn't see her.
Yeah, because he looks, and we don't see the ghost.
It's like they're trying to put us in his POV. But it's weird because it's the camera.
Yeah.
It's not his eyes.
So, like, unless I missed it, unless he at one moment looked at the camera and said this one's
these
actually...
the ones in the rooms are more of a special kind of camera.
Yeah, because all of these ones that see the ghost, they're like
They're the
night
ones set up in the
vision.
rooms.
They're like blue.
Mhm.
Unless maybe that's how we can
that's-
assume. Just assume that it's just a special camera. But yeah, I just thought it weird because I'm like, we don't see it.
But I do like the
technically.
way he sets up the scene because he's like, okay, people are like, just run past her. And he's like, okay, so he goes to try to do it. But the way we're seeing is that he's looking at the iPad. He sees her, but then when he looks up, she's not there.
Yep.
So then we're seeing him, seeing her.
Through the camera in the hallway. And it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And he just slowly is just walking inch and
I'm
inch.
like, the more he keeps looking at the iPad and then going up, I'm like, somebody's going to jump at him.
Yep. It's super Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Like, literally Five Nights at Freddy's. It's what happened to us in the, the video.
Which happens to him here with Mildred, and she attacks him.
And it's just her face. And it's so, like, Linda. Like, it reminds me of Linda in Evil Dead 2.
Yes.
Like, it looks so similar. And it jumps all on her, and he's fucking, like, getting really close to his face. And she, like, digs her index finger, like, through, like, on his nose. And it just,
disgusting.
she keeps going deeper and deep. Oh, bro, so uncomfortable.
But you know, one thing I like when he fights the demons, they all kind of have personalities.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, or like...
They talk shit sometimes, too.
Yeah.
Or, like, there's like little jokes like later in the movie, like she's talking shit like I'm gonna get you, and she fucking falls down the stairs, but we don't see it. We just hear her going. You know, I'm just dying because that's just so funny.
Yeah, it's like wow, she could have just surfed and went down the stairs normally. You know, she fell with him.
So good.
But he ends up trying to get his key, but what he ends up finding is another key, and it's the key to the smaller chest.
Yes, and he puts it just on his inventory basically.
Which that's when he was like, he opens it and finds a picture of Chrissy
of
Mildred, and it's like, oh, it's Chrissy. And we're like, yes, you fucking
You
idiot. It has
dumbass.
the same face.
And I'm pretty sure at this moment the chat is just like, duh.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we all knew it was Chrissy.
Yeah. So then he goes back upstairs. We do get the nurse. This is when we see the boys.
Yeah, so he goes
the
back to
nursery.
the nursery. We see the two clown toys, and there's a little boy, which, man, I would have been fucking...
A kid in
Boo.
the house? That's not a kid.
That kid was not there.
Nope.
That's a
Nope.
spirit.
Nope. So, because he's trying to run out the window. Oh, he's trying to jump out the window with a rope.
Yeah.
He's trying to escape. So, it's not a kid. It's a demon child with a conjoined twin. So, it scares him. He runs out, gets stuck by the rope, but ends up getting loose and then runs into the closet. This is where he's hiding in the
Because
closet.
his safe room is... But it's, I'm like, that's not a safe room no
Not
more.
anymore, because he broke... Well, he doesn't know he broke the slab. But he does get, like... This is when he finds out.
Yep.
Because a little boy tells him that... A 12-year-old fan tells him that there's a Hamza
Yeah.
or something.
It's like people making videos telling him the lore, and
Mhm.
and this kid's so smart. He's like, yo, in this one, this is a symbol that they use for protection. So the time you broke the slab, you let those demons loose.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of like, damn, I'm screwed.
Mhm.
And this scare's so good.
Yeah, because Mildred's in the closet with him, but she's on his...
In between his legs.
Legs.
She opens his legs and her head is just right there.
And she just munched
She
it
starts
down.
going for the dill.
Yeah.
It just starts going. And I love that he's just like, bitch, bitch, bitch. Just punching her head. It's so
Hey, bitch, what's up,
good.
bitch?
But
Fuck my
again,
bitch.
another Evil Dead scare when Linda's
Yes.
head lands on his lap.
And
like,
my
so
favorite part and
good.
my favorite camera in this movie is the outside camera, because he just runs out to the nursery and just yeets himself out the window.
just boom. And I love that he stays on the floor like, oh, fuck.
Well, he breaks his leg.
Yeah.
He breaks his...
all
but
fucked up.
duct tapes it, because duct tape solves 90% of your problems.
And this is the most Courage the Cowardly Dog's yelp that he does, because he tries to clean it because the chat tells him to clean it. And he lets out this scream that is so Tom and Jerry as well.
Yes, specifically
Very-
Tom when Jerry would hit him
The-
with something.
Ow!
Yeah.
Like, so good.
So what happens is that he looks for the spark plugs. He finds them. He ends up finding a fucking demon thing in the forest.
But he looks so cute.
It's
He's
the
like a
kind-
little
it's the
cute
it's
creature.
the last one we get at the last jump scare we get to. He's at the door. And we run into an officer.
Yeah, I think it was Wilkins, I
Yeah.
think it was.
Because he did call the police. So we're like, okay. But I wasn't stupid. I'm like, there's no way this cop came from
Hell
him.
no.
Also, this cop looks like he's from the fucking 1930s.
Yeah. He's like, what up, fella?
Yeah.
Like talking like Woody, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
So it turns out to be a fucking demon cop, so he fights him off. He gets in his car, and this to me is very like JP with the kids in the car, even though it's not a T-Rex
Oh, I
outside,
feel you.
because she's looking for a weapon.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
see-
like Lex looking for the flashlight, just reminded me of that. But
and it's like you hear banging and banging on
Yeah.
the side.
but he finds a potato launcher.
Yep.
He makes a jerky can with a beef jerky.
Oh yeah.
Which I love the jerky can.
I wish the camera was like just swinging around.
Yeah.
But my favorite is that at this moment someone makes a video for him, and it's like this older lady that used to work in the household, and she's telling about
Well,
how
before her, we get the university professor translation.
Yes.
I just love that he has fans from all over.
they all have their Latin degree.
But you know what? I like to think that this live stream is really like popping because of what's happening.
yeah.
That just random people
Yes.
are watching it.
5 million like
Yeah.
concurrent viewers. That's
Yeah.
a lot of fucking viewers.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
Mhm.
Wow.
And yeah. And then basically it's saying that this bitch lied to you.
Yeah,
That's all. That was all she said.
What you said was bad, and you awakened something. Like,
Yeah. I just wish she would be like, no fucking
yeah.
shit.
But then he has a viewer that has a grandma that lived in the fucking
He
house.
got the tea.
Yeah.
He got the actual tea
He's
of the
like,
house.
grandma, you live in the house. Give him the tea.
And she's like, oh, I used to be
She was a
maid-
nanny.
A nanny, yeah.
Mhm.
And basically she was like, there was demons living there. She made the slab. So he should be good because I made it and hid it in the closet,
Which was her room.
which was her room, and that makes him protected. So to stay in there. And the kid goes, well, he broke it. And she immediately, oh well, he's dead.
But I love that she's taking forever to explain to him what he could do to reverse it. So he's doing the TikTok thing where it's like, times two.
Yeah,
And
times two.
Making her, go on, come on, faster.
But there's also the cop demon that's slowly getting up like this motherfucker is in the movie in a violent nature, and he's going from the video to making sure where he's at, and he's not moving. He's like, ah, ah. It's like this man's not moving like at all. This man's barely crawling.
But I also the potato, he doesn't have a potato.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So he has a bobblehead of himself.
Because all his merch is in his car for some fucking reason.
I mean,
well,
you wouldn't even try to sell it out there. So what ends up happening is that the lady basically tells him that he has to like pretty much draw the symbol again and do like the
it's like a ritual
right.
kind of thing.
So, but the officer demon dude is trying to kill him, but he ends up doing, he gets out of the car, shoots him, so it makes a hole through his chest.
Yeah, and this is really
Very
cool.
deaf becomes her, and the guy dies, but the demon like slides down the
barrel
of the potato launcher onto him.
And he's like,
and he's screaming. He's like, don't touch me.
He's like gross. He's like a bloated body. It kind of reminds me of is it Night of the Living Dead or it's that one creature that
the Tar Man.
Yes, the Tar Man. That's exactly who.
Which honestly though, the cut between the real performer
to the
mannequin dummy of the officer, I couldn't tell the difference.
Pretty seamless. I think it helps that it's a full makeup.
Yeah,
because if it was like if any human was exposed, maybe we could have tell. But like the fact that and the cut between it was so seamless,
and
very good.
Everything in this movie was done practically.
No, yeah, that's
which
I couldn't tell if there was anything CG.
This movie, this is what I just love this movie. So his iPad breaks, so he doesn't know if he's even streaming anymore.
Oh yeah, he's sad because he can't talk to chat.
He's like, well, I'm about to die.
And I love that he still keeps the personality. Like he's just like, guys.
Yeah, but something in him is like, I can do this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back inside and I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah,
and he has his final boy line.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's
let's demonetize this bitch.
And he puts on the music, and I love that. Found footage usually doesn't have score because it's yeah. But he has a recorder with music on it.
Yeah.
To give it that.
It's so good.
And it just adds a little more to this movie.
And he's like duct taping like all his his dagger to a broomstick that he found, and it's so like he's making his chainsaw basically.
Yeah. Oh my god, the cocaine needles or the crack
there's
needles.
Like crack needles.
He fills them up with holy water.
So good.
Yeah.
But I think throughout this whole movie, he's kind of in a way fighting his own demons with like all the shit that he's done in the past, and throughout it we have bits of like how he made an apology video, 20 minutes, and then he wasn't serious. He only did it because he was losing money, and he kind of felt like he had to. So then in this moment, while he's doing his weapons and stuff, he's like, I'm sorry. Like, obviously that was so super stupid of me.
Now he's at the face of death. So
exactly.
That's like
it's really his real him now. And it feels more genuine just because at this moment, he doesn't have the chat in his hand. Like, he's not reading chat being like, yo, guys, I'm sorry. Yeah. He's like, it's just him by himself because everything's broken. So he's just letting it all out that he is sorry. He didn't mean to, to hurt anyone. And this is where we get the homeless man one where I thought he killed somebody.
Yeah, he explains it.
But apparently he just paid someone a homeless man to fight him. And I guess he beat him up or something.
Either he really badly hurt this man or he accidentally killed this man. Because
he goes, I didn't know he was sick. And then he's like, and also I didn't go to jail for it. He was, I forgot the word he said. But basically that they let him go for it. So he's basically just doing a legitimately like sincere apology at this point.
So what ends up happening is that he ends up going back into the nursery where the child is. But then, because he sees something through the camera. I kind of forgot, but he has a spear cam already. Like, he made a camera with the spear.
It's a ghost. That ghost figure.
Oh, yeah.
He sees it, but it's like he's trying to figure out where he's at. So he stabs the corner.
Right. He's kind of That's right. He's kind of stabbing with the air to see where he can hit him.
Yeah. So he's kind of
going that he can hit the ghost with the spear.
So dumb.
But I think it's because think it's because he put garlic on the spear, so it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to hurt them.
That's so true because then he
Yeah.
goes, haha, garlic, motherfucker. And then
Yeah.
he throws it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do
Because
anything.
the fucking corner ghost steals a spear from him and stabs him with it. So then he runs into the bathroom, and he ends up getting possessed. Like Mildred possesses him.
Yeah,
and his eyes are white.
Yeah, very wide. And he's talking about how, like, oh, how good this all feels. And he went from, like, the hallway to the tub. And he's just laying there. And it feels like he's kind of going back and forth.
He exercised himself.
Literally.
Which I love.
I love that all it takes is him going, pa, like one good smack. Then he's back to being himself.
But then there's a fucking monster in the tub too that he injects with the holy water.
It's
and it
fucking
explodes.
Henrietta.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like injects it in the eye. And I love the design. I love how grotesque it fucking looks. It looks so nasty. And his head explodes and his reaction is so good.
His reaction is fucking perfect.
Just stone face.
He's like,
just so this is where
Mildred jumps him again.
Yes.
They fight. And this is where he runs into the room because he hits her with the cleaver in the head.
Yeah.
And he puts a camera on her, types up Mildred Cam or Mildred Cam, which I love. And he tricks her. Yep. She gets up again, he tricks her, and he does the surprise bitch and hits her with a chair, duct tapes her to the ground.
Which I'm like, girl.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
They said 90% of your problems.
That's true. That's that 10%.
So he does the drawing of the hand, and he does like this seance of like, I want to bind these demons to me.
Something.
And he has like different words. I don't know. So he's jumping, but it doesn't work.
No, and she gets up and fights back. She waterboards him with his piss in the bucket.
So disgusting.
She sticks a finger. She's fucking him up at this point.
Yeah, it's just like the piss, and also the very Sam Raimi bit where it's like every time there's something gross going on, like the worms in Drag Me to Hell, where it's like you have to have your mouth open and everything just lands in your mouth.
Does fall in his mouth throughout this movie.
Piss, bro. Oh, and that man, because all he drinks is that energy drink that sponsor him.
So he tries to get away from her. This is where he kind of falls down the stairs, and she's like, "I'm gonna get," and you hear her fall down the stairs. Yeah,
so fucking good.
But what happens is that he figures out that she lost a finger. That's how she kind of sold her soul, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, because I think it's like she has to sacrifice her flesh. And he finds a finger, like a really dead, mummified finger, basically.
Which is hers.
And it's supposed to be Mildred. So that's how Mildred's kind of... She sacrificed her finger in order to, I don't know, exorcise the demons or whatever the fuck.
So he does the same and sends her back to hell. And that's a really cool shot because you see her kind of just going into the ground and it's red, covered in red.
And I love that it's like wet red water and shit. Like, that's so sick.
But it's very the Hatch in Evil Dead with the spraying.
Yeah. Very much. And it's the explosion
it's
just
so
back.
Good. It's so good.
So he thinks he's good. He's like, finally, he sees that he's live. He's been live. He has like 6 million views or what people watching. He's number one on Livid, I guess, now.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
all the ghosts come again, or demon monsters, whatever.
We got Belial with his little brother.
We got
Henrietta. We got that corner man
the
again.
Man or whatever.
Oh yeah, there was that really tall one that was really creepy.
That's the corner man. Yeah. That's him. And then the one in the floor is that he does manage to open the door to leave, but that one's the one that gets him.
That gets him at the end, and the stream cuts off.
Yeah, it says dead stream or live stream over.
Yep, and that's the end of the movie. I wish it would have been like, you have been banned for too much cursing, and it's like the murder, and everything was fine.
That would have been funny if that's why it ended the live stream. But he's already like dead.
Yeah, because it's like throughout the whole movie he can't curse.
Yeah,
because like Livid will ban him.
He says Mother Frogger at one point,
like he's Sabrina Carpenter or something.
Yeah. Apparently the bulk of this movie was shot in 7 days. Which is crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
But they did a really fucking good job.
Yeah, honestly, fantastic job.
And then also like we've been talking about Evil Dead a lot, so a lot of the stuff from Evil Dead that you may have borrowed, this movie may have borrowed, seems heavily inspired by.
Yeah.
Both the main characters characters serve a body part. Both some experience using incantation,
of course,
and both leads get covered in bodily fluids, and both employ slapstick comedy. So it's very like, yeah, it's very inspired.
Damn. So do you know
I
that
know.
Joseph Winter also
Tell me.
starred in classic movie High School Musical 2?
What?
Yep, it is right there.
Who is he?
It's probably like maybe a background.
No, I
Wait,
need
what's
to
his
know.
name?
Boy, when I tell you, I used to watch High School Musical 1 and 2 like it was.
It says starred, so he has to.
Who was
He says bass guitar player,
Who was he?
so you have to watch it and see if.
Joseph Winter.
I love that. 'Cause
Joseph Winter-
you both are crazy about that movie.
Now I need to have him on the podcast. I need to know who he was.
Oh, so Troy and Sharpay's rehearsal. I see.
So he's in. Oh,
Is he there? Do you see him?
That's so crazy. No, I don't think there's like a close-up shot.
Yeah, it says uncredited, so it probably was like
Oh.
a smaller role that he got for it. But shit, I'd be
Oh,
bragging it. I was in
I
High
see
School
it.
Musical too.
I see him.
Oh, you do?
No beard and everything. Yeah, in the corner.
Oh wow!
Mhm.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So that's him. Look at that,
That's
an icon.
crazy. Joseph, I love you even more.
But yeah, so of course, like we do with every movie, we go on Letterboxd and we give this a rating and review. So Carlos, what was your rating and review?
So I gave Deadstream a 5 stars with a heart.
Okay.
This movie is right up my alley. It is perfect. Love it to death since the minute I saw it. Even though the first 5 minutes I was like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
But once I got into it, I was like, I see what you're doing, and I fucking love this. So I said perfect blend of horror and comedy. Deadstream is a ride and such a fun movie to watch at a sleepover surrounded by friends or family. Joseph Winter gives such a great performance. He truly makes you believe you are watching a live stream. Definitely in my top 3 of 2023.
Hell yeah, I totally agree. Love that. I originally had given it a 3, but I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay.
I said definitely a fun watch with some friends. My man screams like Courage the Cowardly Dog, but implementing the YouTube personality really adds to the ridiculousness and the fact that people will do anything to stay relevant. The YouTube personality realistically made mixed with some Evil Dead and some cool demon designs. I'm totally in. I literally, those demon designs, especially that one outside, is really cute, and I really like
That
him.
one's cute.
And I love the what was her name again? Chrissy
Mildred.
or Mildred. Like I loved her. Like it reminded me so much of Linda, but it also reminded me of Resident Evil 8. Like the Mia, the love interest, I guess. She turns into a demon, and it's POV. It was like the first Resident Evil POV. So like the shots where she's like right up his face was just like the game. Like her paleness and her hair, how it sit, it looked just like her. So I was like, I wonder if that might be
It could be.
It's so good.
If he comes on the podcast, we can ask him.
God, if only. I would totally ask him about High School Musical too. Actually.
Like, hey, how did you know? I've seen you since I was a kid, and I didn't even know.
I didn't know this, bro. We grew up together. But yeah, great movie. I mean, that of the movie.
We'll give it. He has to go to him.
It goes to him, obviously.
Mhm.
No, the random chatter that was like, "This is fake, but I'ma still watch." The favorite scare, I guess, would
'cause
be.
we don't have kills.
No, we don't have kills,
I
and we don't know if he dies at the end. We don't see no body.
We don't know. I will say the first time watching this, I have to give it to the one in the closet.
Yeah,
With
the leg.
the dick munching.
Yeah, yeah, that one's a really good one. I think the mix in with the punching on the head,
Yes.
fucking really,
Yes.
that shit was so funny.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like scare, and his reaction makes you laugh because of how ridiculous and real it is. Because I'm like, I would totally be throwing hands.
But the first time you see her, that she just appears. Oh,
yeah,
I was-
that one's pretty
I
intense.
was like, oh my god, I can't watch this movie.
Because it's also like it takes its time getting to that scare, and it's
Mhm.
it was pretty scary.
But then he does something, you're like, okay, I'm okay again.
Yeah, like when he runs and like he screams and closes the door, and he's like, okay, and then he sees that it's open again, he screams
Yeah,
again.
because I feel like he's also not running as fast as he can because he's in a small house, so he's like, ah.
But he has all this equipment too.
Yeah, too, so it was rattling.
so good. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, that's it. Oh my god. So
So there's no roulette of horror.
no roulette of horror.
I know
this
you
week.
guys heard it earlier, but it's because it's storming right now.
Yeah. But next week we're going to space
We're going to space
once again.
And guess what? Nobody can hear you there.
No one's gonna hear you scream, orgasm, or anything.
Orgasm mode.
Nothing.
Silent.
There might
Silent.
be some bursting.
Ooh.
But it might not be down there. It might be on the chest. We don't know.
Oh, shit. I'm so excited for
But
this.
we're watching Alien Romulus.
Oh my god.
And I cannot fucking wait.
Fede Alvarez. Will you do it again?
Like I've told myself, do not hype yourself in case you're disappointed. But
Too late.
It is too fucking late. I've already seen some non-spoiler great fucking reviews on Twitter. And
I will say those are always before, so those are always taken with a grain of salt.
right, but the way
Yeah.
it seems like it's gonna be 3 for 3.
And I've heard the ending to this movie is very good. I've heard it's a very good ending. So I cannot wait.
I can't wait. I will be watching Alien and Aliens this weekend before going into this one.
My thing is, you can't don't get too overhyped, because you can't put a big ass alien statue for promo with a big ass head popcorn bucket and not expect me to get hyped. The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
In that trailer,
Mm-hmm.
fire. Like fire. The
Mhm.
silence at the end and the letters, that little thing, just goosebumps. I get goosebumps.
She's so fucking beautiful.
Yes.
I haven't been this excited for a movie since Jurassic World Dominion.
And that
Mind
didn't
you,
end well.
Whatever happened after that, that's not. But you knew my
I
excitement
know, I
before
know.
that, and any Jurassic Park movie before coming out.
I remember we were having breakfast before the movie, and you were like on the table, like just all that energy was inside.
And then it is right now happening.
And then you're like, bugs.
Thank you. So, fuck, I
No.
can't wait.
I feel like
And
it's
I'm gonna
gonna
have
be
to
at
risk-
least a fun movie.
You know, and I do have an extra day off this week, and I'm trying to resist and just not go by
can-
myself.
hey,
Like,
you can do
I
it.
might.
You could.
I don't know.
Fuck it.
Fucking can't wait.
Yeah, no,
I can't fucking
I
wait.
can't wait either. So guys, just stay tuned for that episode.
Mhm.
Definitely will be there next Monday.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's basically
That's
it,
basically
guys. Right?
it, guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give us a comment or review on Apple 5 stars. Oh, did we get any comments on Spotify?
Actually, that's a good question.
know
I
we
think
got-
last time I checked, I didn't see any.
We got some on YouTube. I forgot that this is now a segment.
Yeah, we're so newer on this now, so we're going on the Spotify. So yeah, you can also leave questions on Spotify. You can leave
comments. We did get one on YouTube. It says, "Love this. Keep up to great work," and that was on our Deborah Logan episode,
okay.
which is from Sonoma Collier 2025. Oh, I know who that is, girl.
Okay.
Can't wait to see you. Aspicala.
Oh, is this Bukala friend?
No,
Oh,
no, it's a friend from high school that I haven't seen since high
Really?
school.
Oh, that's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, guys, leave us a comment on YouTube, Spotify. Leave us a review on Apple, 5 stars, no less. Don't bother.
and we also have merchandise. So if you want to
Yes.
support us directly, that would be fantastic. Obviously, it all goes for the show, so
Mhm.
that would help us tremendously.
Yes.
And that's basically it,
That's
guys.
basically it, guys. And remember,
Stay spooky, stay sexy, and leave a like and subscribe for every motherfucking ghost out in this creepy ass house.
and hit that notification bell to get notified weekly. See you in your dreams. Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.